Edie. Cool. Hey guys. Hey family. Say hi.
Hi.
Yes. Okay, I'm live today and I have some stuff to talk about. Hey, why are you standing up? I have some stuff to talk about. Like, what? Can I do your hair, buddy? No. 1 second. You want to sit there? Okay. Okay, hold on. 1 second, guys. Hey, no, we're not spraying this on the... Yes. Here. Here. Yes. You know what? I've realized, like, I've noticed that a lot of good people, like, end up passing away before the bad people, in my mind. And I'm like, why do good people always, like, suffer and, like, they always die before, like, you know, the the bad ones, per se. And I realized, and I was like doing some retrospection on my life, and I realized that if you allow other people, to walk in your life, dictate who you are, what you are, who you want to be, you will never be happy. You will never be happy, and no matter how good you are to them or how good you are, it will never be enough. And you'll stay in a situation hoping for the best while you are fading away. Like, everything about you is fading away. You can be stressed. You can be stressed and you don't know it. But your body knows it. Your hair is falling out. You're gaining so much weight. You don't know how you're gaining weight because you're eating and you don't even realize that you're eating stuff that you're not supposed to be eating. And it's like you're forsaking yourself because you're trying to please others. So a lot of times our stress comes out in sicknesses, or stress comes out in sickness and things happening to us. And a lot of times when God says, you know, let go of that person because this person is not good for you, or this family member is not good for you, we refuse. And when you think about it, the good people that you're saying, oh, the good people, why do they die? Because sometimes they refuse to let go of things that does not serve them. And for me, I did a lot of retrospection in my life, and I've realized that you can do everything for somebody, but they want more. They want more of you, and you get nothing in return. So you can be good all your life, but if you don't know boundaries, if you don't know how to love yourself, if you don't know how to take that time to look at yourself, because it's not just other people who is the problem. Hi, it's not just other people who's a problem. There's a problem within you too, because maybe you don't know how to love yourself. Maybe you never got the love when you were growing up. So you tend to try to give that love out to other people, and they end up hurting you in the end. And I'm just saying that sometimes we have to be selfish with ourselves. We gotta be selfish and cut people off out of our lives in order for us to grow and to be the person that we need to be. Good morning. Hi, Andrel. Thank you for joining us. So it's like, you'll see a lot of people, some people, like good people, become hermits and not want to associate with other people because they have been burned so much, or they have seen so much happening. and they've gone through so much they don't want to deal with anybody. And that's okay. That's all right. But all I'm saying is that you have to have self-control. You have to love yourself enough to walk away. Because if you don't walk away, you're going to end up fading away or dying in the end. Because, or should I even say that? Anyways, you're going to end up fading away because of all the stress that your situation is causing you. You know what I mean? A lot of time we are victims of certain things, and we go through so much things because of our loved ones. Let's say our family members or spouses, everything. We go through so much, but we're afraid of telling other people because we're afraid of what other people will say about us. We're afraid that people will judge us because they don't see this person in this light. The people that knows those people are the people that lived in the household, who have lived the life. You knowing somebody like a 1 day or 2 day you're around them, that doesn't mean that you know them. So sometimes we end up chastising the people that have gone through a lot of trauma with that person, but we don't see that person in that way because we never lived with them. We have never been around them long enough to even see who they really are. So their mask is always on around other people. You understand? I've gone through situations where I am afraid to tell my truth because I'm afraid of what other people are going to say when I start telling my truth. Because for me, I don't lie on people. I don't like negative energy. I really despise negative energy, and so for me, a lot of times, even since I was a childhood, I've always been someone who stood up on business. I've always been someone who will tell you my mind. I'll tell you how it is. But a lot of times people will just say, oh, you're crazy. You're this, you're that, because they don't want to hear the truth. 1 second, guys. Oh. Yeah, because they don't want to hear the truth. But the truth will always be the truth. Never be afraid. Never be afraid of what other people will say because you're telling the truth. One day they are gonna see the person who they are, who they really are. They are gonna see the person, but sometimes it takes walking away from the situation and living in their truth. Can you imagine, like as I was growing up, everybody was like, oh, you have to be married, you have to do this, and you have to do that. And once I had my twins. It was like I was living a life where everybody judged me. Everybody judged me like, oh, she's fast, she's this, she's that, when nothing was the sort. You understand? Because I needed love at the time. I picked up somebody that was not for me. And then I end up in that situation. That's when you don't love yourself. When you don't love yourself, you're going to end up in bad situations. So when I started telling my truth, people will say like, oh, she's this, she's that. But all I'm saying, guys, I might be rambling or whatever. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you want. Don't be afraid to tell your truth. Don't be afraid to live the life that you want to live, because if you don't, you are going to wither away, and you're going to start second guessing yourself. Your body will feel your stress. Because no matter how much, because my hair, this is a wig, of course, my hair was literally falling out because of how stressed my body was. I did not know how stressed I was, because in my head I was like, I was okay. I was stressed because I had all these people around that I knew deep in my heart that did not care for me as how I cared for them. And I was giving out all this energy to them. I was giving out all this energy, and I was never getting anything in return. So I was stressed. But once I walked away and leave everything behind me, I felt more myself, and I felt more at ease with myself. And I'm just saying, like, sometimes we gotta walk away from negative and toxic people. Toxic situation that is draining us. We have to leave it behind, or find some way, go to a counselor or whatever else you need to do. The children, research yourself. I don't understand that. Andrel, thanks for commenting. So sometimes we gotta walk away from negative situations, things that doesn't serve us, the people that talk down to us, or people who really they only there we're only there to watch our life and comment negatively about that, and it doesn't make sense you're around those type of people. Walk away, because you're going to absorb their negative energy in your life, and that is not how, I don't feel like that's how God wants us to live. Or if you don't believe in God, you believe in whatever else. I don't think that's how we're supposed to live. You understand? A lot of people are hiding behind other people, or hiding behind the lies or the facade of their life, because guess what? We can't live in our truth because we're ashamed of what other people will say about us. Aurora, hey, no, come in. Yeah, we're ashamed of what other people have to say about us. But energy, okay. Got to choose a secret. Okay, I'll read that later. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, so all I'm just saying is that if you have people around you who don't believe in you, or believe in the perception of the person that hurts you, or you know what I'm saying, like what I was saying, live in your truth and walk away. Live in your truth and walk away. That's all I have to say. Right now, I'm living my life for how I want to live, out loud, because I am out loud. I'm an outlandish person. I used to, a lot of people in my life used to say, "Oh, you're too outlandish, and you're too much. You're too much. You should tone down a bit." And I used to think about that. I'm like, okay, I'm living my little corner. I will not be myself, and I will not be out there because people don't like that. Now I'm just living in my truth. I'm living how I want to live. I don't care about what anybody else wants to say. And I'm just saying that if you're going through stuff in your life and you realize that there are people that in your life that you genuinely know that they don't love you or they don't like you, and you still have them around, cut them off. Cut them off. Let your block game be on point. I'm just saying that because you're not getting any benefits from that other than from them watching your life. Hey, no. Yeah. So anyways, how's your Monday? Miley. Okay. Andrew, I really don't know what you're saying. But okay. Yeah, so how's your Monday going? This is just a TED Talk for Mondays. See you guys later. Bye.